There's a silent battle happening inside millions of people every single day. Not outside. Inside. A battle between who they are right now and who they could become if they just stopped overthinking everything. Some people have dreams they've been thinking about for years. Starting a business, going to the gym, posting content online, changing their life, leaving toxic environments, taking risks. But instead of moving, they think, and think, and think, and think, until the opportunity disappears. And the worst part about overthinking is this: it feels harmless. You don't even realize it's destroying your confidence, your peace, your opportunities, and your future little by little. Because overthinking doesn't look dangerous. It just looks like being careful. But there's a difference between thinking and being mentally trapped. And if you don't learn how to break that cycle, you can spend years stuck in the exact same place while life keeps moving without you. Why people overthink? So why do people overthink? Honestly, most people overthink because they're trying to protect themselves from pain. That's the truth. Nobody wants embarrassment. Nobody wants rejection. Nobody wants failure. Nobody wants judgment. So the brain creates this illusion that if you think long enough, analyze enough, prepare enough, somehow you can avoid discomfort completely. But life doesn't work that way. You can't think your way into certainty. And sometimes people overthink because deep down, they don't trust themselves. They don't trust their decisions. They don't trust their abilities. They don't trust that they can recover if things go wrong. So instead of taking action, they stay frozen. And what makes it worse is social media. Every day people compare themselves to others who seem successful, confident, disciplined, attractive, talented. And suddenly they feel behind in life. So before they even begin something, they already feel like they're not good enough. That creates hesitation. And hesitation creates overthinking. Another reason people overthink is because they confuse planning with progress. You can spend months watching motivational videos, months researching, months writing goals, months preparing. But preparation without action changes nothing. At some point you have to move. And here's something nobody talks about. Overthinking is exhausting. Mentally exhausting. Because your brain keeps replaying every possible outcome over and over again. What if I fail? What if people judge me? What if I embarrass myself? What if I'm wasting my time? And eventually your own thoughts become heavier than the actual situation itself. A lot of people aren't tired because life is hard. They're tired because their mind never rests. How fear controls action. Now let's talk about fear. Because fear is the real thing hiding behind overthinking. Fear controls more lives than people realize. And fear is sneaky. It rarely screams. Most of the time it whispers. It whispers things like, "Wait a little longer. You're not ready yet. What if this goes wrong? Maybe start next month. Maybe you need more time." And because those thoughts sound logical, people listen to them. That's how fear keeps people trapped for years. Not with chains, but with hesitation. Fear wants comfort. Because comfort feels safe. The problem is, nothing grows in comfort for too long. Think about how many people stay in situations they hate because they're scared of change. People stay in toxic relationships because they fear loneliness. People stay broke because they fear taking risks. People hide their talents because they fear judgment. People delay their dreams because they fear failure. Fear doesn't just stop action. Fear delays lives. And the saddest thing is, many people wait their entire lives to feel ready. Action creates confidence, not the other way around. Think about learning how to swim. You can read about swimming for years, but eventually you have to enter the water. Life works the same way. And honestly, your first attempt probably won't be perfect. Neither was anybody else's. But imperfect action will always beat perfect hesitation. Because action teaches you things thinking never can. Stop letting your emotions control your discipline. This one is powerful. Because a lot of people only work when they feel motivated. But motivation is unreliable. Some mornings you'll feel inspired. Other mornings you'll feel tired, insecure, lazy, doubtful. That's normal. The people who change their lives are not people who always feel motivated. They're people who learned how to act regardless of how they feel. That's discipline. And discipline is what creates freedom later. Not motivation. You have to stop negotiating with yourself every day. Because every time you constantly delay action, your brain learns a dangerous habit. Avoidance. And avoidance slowly destroys self-confidence. Why? Because every time you avoid something important, you subconsciously tell yourself, I can't handle this. But every time you take action, even small action, you build trust in yourself again. And self-trust changes everything. At the end of the day, overthinking steals time. And time is something you can never get back. One day you wake up and realize years passed while you were waiting for the perfect moment. The perfect moment does not exist. Life will always feel uncertain. There will always be risks. There will always be fear. There will always be reasons to wait. But there's also another truth. Your future can completely change because of one decision. One risk. One action. One moment where you finally stop listening to fear. You don't need to become fearless. You just need to stop allowing fear to control your life. Take the step.